and I'm making some duck fat roast potatoes.
One thing a cook gets asked a lot about is how do you do the best roast potatoes? And my nan used to make roast potatoes and they were fantastic. And I've always tried to get them close to what my nan used to be able to do. And I find the best way to do that is to use duck fat. So I'm gonna do some duck fat potatoes. So I've got to get them peeled. You want a good roasting potato, that sort of size. So a bite-sized piece of potato. So chop our potatoes up, pop them in boiling, or you should start potatoes in cold water. I say boiling water before, but start potatoes in cold water and then bring the temperature in to the potato. Once you've got it to the boil, put the lid on, turn it off, and then you want them to be slightly tender, so just soft. Soft enough that when you strain the water off and you shake the potatoes in the pot, you're gonna break up the outside, and that's where we start to form a lot of starch on the outside of our potato. You wanna cook the potatoes until you can pierce them with a knife pretty easily. So that, I'll try and grab one so you can have a look. And moisture is the enemy of a nice crispy potato. So you want to let this dry out as much as you possibly can, strain it as well as you can, and then let it steam and dry out. So we're going to break them up in the pot, get them onto a roasting tray so we can let them dry out on that roasting tray. So lid on, give them a good shake. You'll see they've started to break up on the outside, and that broken up pieces of potato which have got the starch in it, that's what's going to go all crispy. All right, they can come out into our roasting tray and just let them dry out as best we possibly can. The steam is finished coming off our potatoes, which means they've dried out as much as they're going to. So now we have to put them through the roasting process. Duck fat, a decent amount of duck fat. We'll pop that in, put it in the oven for about 5 minutes, allow that duck fat to melt, and then I'll bring them out and give them another shake, just so everything gets coated with that duck fat. And then roast them at about 180 to 200 degrees for about 35 to 45 minutes. And you watch them go golden and crispy while they're in there. Give them a season. My potatoes have been in the oven for close to an hour now. I turned them up right at the end there to 210. That there is where you want them to end up. So that nice golden colour.